Hi, boys and girls, and welcome to your second lesson on actions, outcomes, and response. Okay, so in our reading workshop class, we are studying this strategy in order to become experts on the main character. Now, what that means is when you're reading a series, you can read lots of different books, and the same character is in the book. Okay, for instance, this is a Clifford book. Now we know there's lots and lots of different Clifford books, but if we want to become an expert on Clifford, we would have to read a number of books and study how Clifford acts and behaves towards Emily Elizabeth and his friends and how he solves problems. Okay, so in this book, what we're going to do is just read another quick few pages, because remember, you don't have to read the whole book. You're only going to read about 3 to 4 pages, and then you're going to practice a strategy. Okay, so it says, Emily Elizabeth and Clifford arrived at the first little pig's house. His house was made of straw. If you remember, Clifford was not feeling that well, but he still wanted to go visit the 3 little pigs. By the hair of my chinny chin chin, it's my new neighbors. And the first little pig, said the first little pig. Just then, Clifford felt another sneeze coming on. He huffed and he puffed until, chew. He blew the straw house down. Clifford and Emily Elizabeth apologized. Then they helped the little pig out from under the mess. The little pig gave Clifford a big blanket to use as a hanky. You should really go home and get some rest, he said. So now we're going to practice actions, outcomes, and responses. So our main character, the one that we want to become an expert on, how he behaves and acts, is Clifford. Okay, and what did he do? He blew the straw house down. And then the second character was Emily Elizabeth. And what did she do as soon as she saw that Clifford blew the house down? Emily Elizabeth and Clifford, we should say, they both apologized. So what we can say is that the lesson that we learned is when you hurt a friend, you ask for forgiveness. So Clifford did not do that on purpose, and he felt really bad, so he apologized. Okay, so sometimes when we do something by accident, you have to say, I'm sorry, and ask for forgiveness. Okay, and then, or another lesson is when you are sick, you really should stay home. Okay, so again, boys and girls, you are practicing actions, outcomes, and responses. So you're going to get a book. It could be the same book that you were reading on Monday. And what you're going to do is write character 1, actions, and then character 2, response. Okay? So, and then you're going to come up with at least 2 lessons that you got from these pages. Okay? And then next week, we will move on to a new strategy. But again, we will stick with series books for a while. So make sure that you're reading a book that you really enjoy. I would recommend that you read fiction books because they have characters in them, and nonfiction books could get a little confusing when you're looking for characters. So again, I recommend fiction books you should be reading to do this strategy. Okay, have a good day, and I will see you on Monday for another reading workshop. Bye-bye.